Hello and welcome, you lovely book people. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This is my booktube channel. My name is Nana, and today I have a little book haul for you. I think I said in my last book haul, which was my first book haul, that I am usually not a person that buys books, and I'm not. I usually do listen to audiobooks, but I want to improve a little bit in my physical reading. I was really good at that before, but right now I just think there's so much going on. I have some difficulties with sitting down and actually read. It's so much easier just to listen to an audiobook while I'm doing some practical stuff, but I think it would be a nice idea to learn to relax a little bit more or something like that. I don't know. So I bought some books, and I also have a little library haul as well. So yeah, let's get into it. The first one is called Immortality, a love story by Schwartz. I bought this book and it was on sale. It was really cheap and I love the cover. I looked it up at Goodreads and the ratings were quite good. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this because that was a, how do you say it, a steal, right? Something like that. But it's a sequel. Yeah. It said that it's a sequel up here in the red, and I did not read that. I was reading this, so yeah. So I guess I have to buy the first book before I get to this one. But it is a gothic romance. The first book is called Anatomy, and then a love story. I don't want to read the back and spoil too much for myself, but I think the series is going to be great. It says #1 New York Times bestselling author. But I'm just a clown because I didn't check that it was a sequel. So I will update you when I have that book. Maybe I should put that on my birthday wish list or something. I don't know. But anyways, I don't want to say it was a mistake, but I have to wait with this book. Let's put it right here for show. Okay, the next book, I know it is the first book in the series, and that's called One Dark Window by Gillig. And this series has been all over BookTube, and I don't think I've heard anyone say anything negative about this book. It's just so popular, and I know it's fantasy. And then it does say maiden, monster, Martha. I think the main character in this book, the girl or the woman, can turn into a monster or something. So I think this monster might be taking over her mind. I also think this is a romantasy series. Correct me if I'm wrong if you have read this. I usually do enjoy romantasy, so I'm really hoping that this will not let me down. I'm not sure if this is YA, young adult romantasy, or if it's more like adult romantasy. But it could give the vibe of YA. I will see, but I hope that it would be one of the better YA romantasy series. They have let me down lately, but since I heard so many great things about this one, I think it's gonna be great. So hopefully. I bought this because my audiobook app did not have it available, and I have been waiting for it for a long time, but it never shows up on my audiobook app, and I am getting a little bit impatient. So I bought it. And I did not buy the rest of the series because I do want to see if this is for me before I spend my money on that. So yeah, that is the plan so far. Okay, the next one is also a series. I believe it is a duology, and I also just bought the first book, but it's called The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. And I have heard great things about Samantha Shannon. I have not read any of her books yet. This one has been all over BookTube as well, and my audiobook app does not have it, and I'm like, come on. But now I bought it. It's chunky. I don't know about the quality of this book. I'm hoping that it will last. Hopefully. But anyway, the cover is really stunning, and again, so many people are loving this series, and I just really want to try it as well. I think this is what you call high fantasy, where there's a lot of political stuff going on, high stakes, whatever you want to call it, but I don't know much about the plot, and the back says almost nothing. A world divided, a kingdom without an heir, an ancient enemy awakens. But it sounds really good, so I am hoping that this book will not disappoint. It could be about dragons, maybe. I will see, but yes. Okay, the next book I am so excited to start because it is by Emily Henry and it's called Funny Story. I have read 3 books by Emily Henry, and my favorite one is People We Meet on Vacation. I love that book so much. She is a romance author, and usually her books are really, really good, and I think a lot of people are loving this book particularly. So I think that should be quite good. It's about these 2 people that got cheated on, and their ex-partners were the ones that cheated. And then these 2 people are like, okay, let's mess things up for them, or something like that. And I guess they fall in love as well. I think the plot sounds really, really good. I kind of like that kind of story. A little bit of revenge, maybe. I'm not sure. Anyways, I think this is going to be great, and I'm going to start this book soon. Emily Henry is usually just pretty great with romance stories, and I don't think this book is going to disappoint at all. My least favorite was Book Lovers, but it was still a good book. So, you know, I think this is going to be great. So now we have my library books, and I bought some of these because I'm doing a video where I'm trying other people's favorite books. Funny Story was actually also on that list, so I'll see which books I can get to in the next couple of weeks. But the next book I actually did try before, and I DNF'd it because I was like, what is going on? But it's called This Is How You Lose the Time War by Amal El-Mohtar and Max Gladstone, and it was really confusing. But after I DNF'd it, I have seen videos where people were like, okay, give it a bit more time and then things will make more sense. Something about time and something about a red and a blue team. And I think it's about 2 people writing to each other. One from the red team and one from the blue team. And they are like at war against each other. So maybe there's also a love story in there. But the first chapter was so confusing. And I did want to try it in Danish because maybe that would be easier for me. But my library didn't have it. So I'm going to try one more time in English. It's just sometimes when books are confusing, it can make a difference when I'm changing to Danish. But I will try again. The next book I already started, and this is again also part of trying other people's favorite books, and it's called Bride by Hazelwood. I did want to buy Bride, but the bookshop I was at did not have it. It was just sold out, so I was like, okay, maybe that's good, because then I don't spend the money on it. But I got it from my library instead, and I have not tried a book from Hazelwood yet, but I have heard great things. I have also heard a lot of horrible things about Hazelwood, but I think most people are loving Bride. And it's about vampires, and what was the other thing called? Something else, another creature, and the main character in this book is getting into this arranged marriage with, was she a vampire or was he the vampire? I cannot remember right now. I'm only 15 pages in. But anyways, I think this has potential, definitely. Enemies to lovers, or more like soulmates, or a lot of drama. Yeah, I think this could be great. So I'm really excited for this. And maybe also, you know, just a book with a lot of emotions, but still such a fast read and good times. Yeah, I think this has that very nice vibe. And the last book that I have from my library is called Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. And this is also part of trying other people's favorite books. I have heard many great things about this book. I have not read a ton of books from male authors, so I should try to do a little bit better in that part as well. Yeah, that's how it is. But it has gotten so much praise, and I have no idea what it is about. I'm like, is this dystopian? It does say a welcome, refreshing new voice in crime literature. Okay, I think it's probably that then. But the back says nothing. So, interesting. Again, I have seen this book going around a lot, and I have only heard great things about this book. I think I have heard this is his best book so far, and his other books aren't that great. Right now, I honestly don't know if it is a man, but I was just assuming that it was. I like to go into a book blind, so it's about a crime. That's what I want to say. Anyways, I hope that I will get positively surprised when reading this book. And also, I do like the hardcover is really nice, and it's quite easy to open the pages compared to this one. You know, there's just something really nice about a library book. But yeah, it probably gets better when I break this book in. So that was my little haul for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found some inspiration, and please let me know if you have read any of these books and if they are worth it. So yeah, I will see you in my next video. You take care. Bye.